Um, I've been absolutely overwhelmed because what has come through from tonight, as in fact it has from every one of the sessions we've had before, is how much our problems, our challenges are so alike across South Asia. One of my exciting memories, and I don't think you will remember this, Zafrullah Chaudhry Saab, but nearly 40 plus years ago, on my first visit to Bangladesh, I came and spent 3 amazing days at Ganeshwasta Kendra. That was when I met you first. And I remember the excitement with the ideas and the possibilities that we could take some of these back and apply them, not just in India, but in across the region. I've been listening to a lot of the words that we have been using throughout this evening. They're not new. We've talked about charters, about sharing knowledge, collaboration, the issues about rural areas. We live in a rural area. Today, I've been transplanting some paddy, and that's what Zafrullah Saab made us do when we visited Ganeshwasta Kendra those many years ago. And we've been planting trees, and we've been working with women. And I hear what Vandana and others have been saying, that yes, it is women who are the primary caregivers, the health workers, the frontline workers, and yet the there has been little or no change in the kind of violence, in the kind of subservience, in the kind of overwork and everything that they are subjected to. We've talked about the need to view health as a human right, and we're talking about medical visas across the region. But when we actually come to the bottom line, I think, and I'm looking at the numbers who have been here this evening, listening to this amazing session, which people have taken a lot of trouble to bring together, to identify doctors and others from not just South Asia, but also in North America, to come together and talk about these problems. We need to have had 200 people as participants. Our maximum this evening, I've been looking at this, was about 47. And I think that this is for me a very telling indicator of what it is that actually we need to be doing, which is, yes, all the charters are good, the statements are excellent, and I think that we have been doing it, we've been signing petitions and all the rest of it. How do we build a much stronger people's awareness who are able to then put aside, discount, and challenge our governments on the narrow, hate filled agendas, which is what we are being distracted with. It's fundamentalism, it's communalism, and it's various other forms of discrimination, whether it's gender or religion or caste or whatever it is. Unless we are actually able to do that, to bring the sense of, yes, South Asia, how do we view each other? And I wanted to bring in one dimension that I was mentioning to Bina last night. All of these are big problems that we are dealing with. We are going to very soon face two other problems which all of us in South Asia will have to deal with, which is climate change, global warming, and the practical problem of more climate refugees who are going to be wandering across the region desperate because they're going to lose their homes, they won't know where to go. And if present, shall we say, policies that we are seeing in this country are anything to go by, nobody is in any mood, it looks like, to take in any migrants or refugees of any kind. So what I think we're looking at, if we're wanting to look for a way forward, is a more humanitarian way of linking with each other, is ways in which we are going to be able to put the pressures on our governments in this region. And I think to build awareness amongst the people in this region. I see today we haven't had representation from some of the countries in our own region, and I realize that all of us actually have to work much harder. What I want to do is to invite those of you who have stayed on. I know it's late for some, some of you in Bangladesh and so on, but send in your suggestions. That is actually what we need in SAPAN. We need more participation. We need more, I think, willingness to say, right, I've got this idea and I want to run with it, because this is something that I think is an important common thread that we will need to work upon. I want to invite friends also to share their stories, because if we are going to get young people in schools, in colleges, in the villages, to resonate with this idea of South Asia, where very often we are not able to even look beyond our own, our own villages and the town next door. There's a lot of work that we're going to have to do. And we have to do it on the ground. We have to do it, at the levels of policy and wherever else we can. So I'm hoping that that's what will come out of this. We are hoping to have a number of events going forward. Send us your suggestions as to what you think we should be dealing with. I want to also mention, and Veena has said this even earlier, although our formal session is coming to an end, what we do want to encourage is those of you who are burning with ideas, desperate to say something, haven't had the time now, to please stay on and be part of a informal, event that we will carry on after the formal event is over.
Dolly,
I,
sorry, can I just interrupt for just 1 second very quickly to say that your comment about the few people, it wasn't actually, there's a lot of people watching us on Facebook Live as well, just to give you a
yeah,
little bit of heart about that.
good.
And
I'm
also people
happy to
can
hear that.
comment on our Facebook thing as well. We
Right.
had a lot of technical problems. So anyway, thank you.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm still saying that we need to expand, and it means that each one of us has to work towards doing that. I want to end with just one wonderful story. The thing that we had planned to talk about as one of the most exciting uniting factors, as well as dividing factor in the region, is sport. But recently, Milkha Singh passed away. As all of you know, he was this amazing sprinter, Indian, and who had born in Pakistan. And he went there for a particular athletic meet, and they were clear that Khalik, who was the Pakistani sprinter, would actually beat him. In the event, I think Milkha pipped him at the post, and that is when Field Marshal Ayub Khan gave him the title of the Flying Sikh. But there's a wonderful little story that came the other day. I think it was from Rajdeep Sardesai. History resulted in partition of India and Pakistan. But I am Milkha Singh, whose childhood was spent in Pakistan and youth was spent in India. Childhood taught me to fight poverty, and youth taught me how to run and to win. Whenever I ran, India and Pakistan both ran with me. That is really, for me, the summing up of what should be the spirit of this group going forward. I hope we will be able to share many more stories. And I'm happy to say that we are going to end this evening. Is that right, Veena? We're going to play a little clip of the South Asian Symphony, which has been the brainchild of a former foreign secretary in India. Her name is Nirupama Rao. She has also been ambassador in the US and in China. But she has put together this concept again, peace building. How do we collaborate through music, through stories, through poetry? And you will hear a small clip of the South Asia Symphony. I think we need more people from other countries in the region. And we have tried to get her to agree, maybe some months down the line, to actually host an event where we will talk about music, we will share our common love for and strengths and variety and diversity. So with that, I think I'll just like to thank every one of you for having been here. It's been exciting. I think it is showing us the huge potential that lies ahead. And really for the team, Beena, Vishal, others of you, Mandira, Priyanka, many others, whom I don't even know how many work behind the scenes. But to put something together like this means a lot of hard work. And once again, well done, bravo. And it's just been fabulous. South Asian unity, Zindabad. That's all I can say. We have to make it grow. We have to make it a reality. And once again, thank you very, very much. Good night.